Hey, what's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
Hey, you guys, this is Herflow on Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio. If you are not registered to vote, you guys, you can go on hot702.5fm.com and you can find out how. Just go to vote, period. And you guys, it's an important election year. Let's get out there and do it. Let's get out there and vote. Hey, y'all, are y'all tired of hiring a cleaning service that just won't get the job done? Well, have I got good news for you. Midwest Superb Cleaning Services has been operating since February of 2020. Quishana and Josette Willie Walker are the founders and owners. Midwest is based out of Allenton, Wisconsin, but guess what, y'all? They travel anywhere and everywhere. They are traveling to residential and commercial accounts all over the country. They can be reached by email at Quishana@MidwestSuperbCleaningService.com or by phone at 262-846-8122. Y'all better call them.
Hey, it's Icarice, and I'm here to tell you about Hotcast for Podcasting. We are a podcasting studio located in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the Hot 702.5 FM studios. You can book online at hot7025fm.com. Just click on Hotcast. You can book and find your times right there. Thank you for booking with Hotcast for Podcasting.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
You're listening to Herflow from Hot 702.5 FM Risky Radio. Tune in to the flow where we're bringing you the best in hip hop, R&B, and talk. Hey, this is the flow from Hot 702.5 FM Risky Radio. Tune in every Thursday at 5 p.m. to listen to dope people, dope topics, and dope vibes. Hey everybody, you guys know who you have tuned into. This is The Flow, and you guys know who I am. I am Herflow on Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio. You guys, every time you guys come on my show, y'all know I have somebody special, right? Let me take off my glasses so you guys can really see me. Today, you guys got to really, really listen in. And after this, I'm going to go on my TikTok page and I'm going to answer any questions that you guys have. And guess what? We have the world-renowned, I'm going to say world-renowned, okay? The best surgeon I have ever met. His disposition, okay, I'm not going to get on it. I'm going to let him speak for himself. But we have Dr. Pancholi from Pancholi Cosmetic Surgery right here in Las Vegas. And we're going to get into it, you guys. We don't have much time because there's a lot to learn here, okay? So I'm going to switch the camera over to this side, and I'm going to let Dr. Pancholi introduce himself because you are the man of the hour.
Well, thank you, Sean. So I am Dr. Samir Pancholi, and I've been in Las Vegas for 18 years now. And I've loved it the whole time. It's one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. And one of the things that brought me here was just the opportunity to be amongst the best in the world and actually be able to test my skills and really be able to go and help the people that want to look the best in the world. They come to Las Vegas, they live in Las Vegas, it's what Las Vegas is about. Mm-hmm. And so that's a lot about what I did and why I'm here.
Yeah, and not to mention, he's a cool guy. That's all I'm saying. I have personally had my own experience with Dr. Pancholi, and if you guys want to know what it is, you definitely have to go to the website, and we'll give you that later. So I want to kind of notate, what was how did you get into such a passion for cosmetic service?
Yeah, I think a lot of it was it's the ability to be in medicine and really be able to use my hands. I knew I wanted to be a surgeon, and I knew whenever it came down to that, what made me happiest. I didn't even realize it, but it's just a matter of being able to the outside part, right? So someone would come in and they have a cut or this or that, and being able to put it back together for me was to say, you can't even tell it happened. And that just evolved and evolved and evolved in saying, this is what I want to be able to do.
Right.
And
Kind of
now,
like art in a way for
is.
you.
And really, I think now whenever I look at surgery, for me, it's arts and crafts. I see people come in and I see what can be done, and it's a matter of being able to, one, imagine it and then do it. So that's the fun of my job. So when people say, do you love your job, or would you do anything else? I love my job.
Yeah.
And I would do something else. I'd go and I'd want to be somewhere between Anthony Bourdain when he was touring around and doing all that. And I did have a little bit of a DJ in college element there, so, but that's old music. That's all the R&B that isn't around today.
Right. So were you like in the TLC era, or?
It was more Dougie Fresh and Public Enemy.
I know what it is. I was a Dougie Fresh fan. So like I know, like how young can you go back to start, to kind of reflect on when you said, hey, listen, this is something that I really, really want to do, and I'm going to do it. Were there any doubts, or did you just go right into it?
I think once I realized what drew me, and that is, one initially was that whole thing of saying, I can put this back together and you can't tell it was there.
Right.
After that, it was being able to see how you made changes to people. And there was a lot of feedback. Everybody has different feedback. For me, the feedback was being able to see the results on other people and what their emotional response was. And everybody has a different thing, and that's mine.
Right.
We talk about being in healthcare and being a giver and that sort of thing. I give through surgery, I give through spending my time making sure everything comes out perfect, as well as we can do it, and then being able to see the person's emotional response.
Yeah.
And it's incredible to see people.
I can imagine.
Their personalities just bloom. They do. They become different people. And I think that is what rewards me. And I realized that early on, and that's what drove me to this field.
Yeah. And we're definitely going to get into like what type of surgeries you do. Being that this is a city of what we call it? What do you call it? City, Leighton? Give me some. This is a city of luxury, right? Luxury, beauty, self-expression, all those beautiful things. And people come here to see what? Beauty, right? So what better place to come to Las Vegas and visit Dr. Pancholi? So I want to know, when you came here, were you always here? Are you from here, or where are you from?
No, I am from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And so I went to school in a bunch of different places. So outside of living in Missouri and Ohio and Kentucky and Michigan and Oklahoma,
right?
I finally made it here, and I came here because I knew, where else would you want to be?
Exactly.
It was a place that of showmanship. It was a place where people come, their livelihoods depend on being perfected, and it was the place I wanted to be. So I started here 18 years ago.
Oh, wow. Okay. It's been a long time.
Yeah, on my own, and just kind of grew and grew and grew to where we are now.
And I have been in your office. I must say, I am very, very impressed. Just walking in, it just screams glamour. Like it screams glamour as soon as you walk through the door, and you're greeted, and the atmosphere is so welcoming. And in my own experience of coming into the office, you have a great bedside manner. And I think that's one of the things that doctors lack in that field. I've been around other doctors, cosmetic surgeons, and I think that's the biggest thing. And I think that adds to you. It just gives you that extra zeal. And so that's why I really wanted to bring you on my show. I didn't just pick you. Like I knew what I wanted, what I was looking for, and because of my personal experience with you, I definitely wanted to have you on this show. So I want to talk about when you were getting your office together, when you were putting it together, what were you imagining for your clients to see when they came in? Like what was the idea?
Yeah, well, first, thank you for the compliment of talking about the office.
It's true.
That was something I can tell you I've spent years, and it seems like years, maybe not years, but it was night and day for at least a year. And everything was, how do I create the experience of being the best place? I wanted people to be able to walk in and know exactly where they were, what they were there for, and to know that the entire place was built around that experience.
Exactly.
There's nothing else that we do there except to make people feel comfortable about who they are and what they want, and that we can provide all those different opportunities to them.
Oh, and that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. So what we're going to do is, if you've just tuned in, I am The Flow, and you've tuned into Hot 702.5 FM, and I'm also, what did I say? The Flow. Right? I just want y'all to hear that again because my voice is so good, you guys. All right, so anyway, we're going to play some music, and then we're going to come back, and you're going to talk about what type of surgeries you do. I really want to hear, okay? So we're going to come back. We're going to play some music. You are listening to The Flow on Hot 702.5 FM Risky Radio. Y'all come back.
Flow. Yeah, everybody dip it up. Yeah, everybody touch your toes. Bring it back up, let it go. Everybody now do a bubble says. Slide to the right, then you turn left. Take it back down, do your two-step. Throw your tail feather like you're playing games. Everybody now do a bubble says. Slide to the right, then you turn left. Take it back down, do your two-step. Throw your tail feather like you're playing games. When I bubble, get it poppin', I'ma take off like a rocket. I'ma offset all the marker down and grab her out the bottle. She gon' work it like a model. Watch she work it, I'ma follow. Asking mama, can I borrow? I'ma give it back tomorrow. I'm the largest word to BXT. I'm the baddest mother sucker from the big SC. Put some honey on that beat, WGP. Throw some pepper in the sauce, that's a recipe. Yeah, everybody to the flow. Yeah, everybody dip it up. Yeah, everybody touch your toes. Bring it back up, let it go. Everybody now do a bubble says. Slide to the right, then you turn left. Take it back down, do your two-step. Throw your tail feather like you're playing games. Everybody now do a bubble says. Slide to the right, then you turn left. Take it back down, do your two-step. Throw your tail feather like you're playing games. Slide right, turn left. Take down, two-step. No tail, play catch. Everybody do a bubble says. Slide right, turn left. Take down, two-step. No tail, play catch. Everybody do a bubble says. Yeah, everybody to the flow. Yeah, everybody dip it up. Yeah, everybody touch your toes. Bring it back up, let it go. Drop it. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Get it, 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 get it. Everybody now do a bubble says. Slide to the right, then you turn left. Take it back down, do your two-step. Throw your tail feather like you're playing games. Everybody now do a bubble says. Slide to the right, then you turn left. Take it back down, do your two-step. Throw your tail feather like you're playing games. Like you're playing games.
Are you? Okay, we're gonna. Hey, y'all. This is. Oh, we legit? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just let it play.
per, MAC. Yeah, I got a whole lot of rollers proper. She say, whoa, pop up, boy, you the cocker. She got a whole lot of cooler, but me one topper. You know everything that I do proper. Whole lot of rollers proper. She say, whoa, pop up, boy, you the cocker. She got a whole lot of cooler, but me one topper. You know everything that I do proper. You know everything that I do sick. BBC kicks, I drip like a pimp. 5K chips, bitch, out hitting licks. Fuck selling bricks, you can get it out of bitch. She like me stilo, wanna sub me Pito. I need a bag, I cancel bitches like Nino. With the Clico, El Frio, you heard of El Nino? Well, this is El Negro. About the paper like a nigga working Kinko's. A tiger shark, a bingo, Ocho Cinco. No form, but I go with the gringo. Beat the lingo, do numbers like bingo. I embrace it, I smoke like Jamaican. I get no fucks and these bitches can't take it. But they love me, ain't that something? I beat the stuff and she eat it like a muffin. Like it's nuts and sour cookie I'm puffing. She crushing, is it the weed or it's the bubbly? I could be your man, never be your hubby. Bring your buddy, I hope she's slutty. Got a whole lot of rollers proper. She say, whoa, pop up, boy, you the caca. She got a whole lot of cooler, but me one topper. You know everything that I do proper. Whole lot of rollers proper. She say, whoa, pop up, boy, you the caca. She got a whole lot of cooler, but me one topper. You know everything that I do proper. Smoking good grass, playing 2K, drinking Douce, hitting hard like Boucher. Craps at the bay, bet the 10 deuce. I'm a born winner, nigga, you a fucking spoof. I'm the fucking true big shit like a fucking moose. She can't bring in the loot, I give a bitch the boot. School, kick rocks, polo socks. If I get knocked, I'ma find me another thought. I'm really from the block, Inglestadt, ask the niggas. Go ahead, his son is get blasted, nigga. You should pass like Nashler, nigga. You know I love a bitch with a fat ass, my nigga. But that mouth gotta be splashed, my nigga. I paint her face all white, hockey mask, my nigga. I need a bitch like Niggy, pussy sweet, so it's sticky, picky. I'm a pimp, no Kiki. It's a freak, it's Selena Gomez. I want it, I'ma make her throw that. Hold it in her mouth when I roll it. We can make a tape, fuck it, I'm exposing. No, I'm playing. This shit easy and all these niggas cavemen. Get it? Nah, I don't think they get that shit. Get it? Fuck it. Run a hook again. Yeah, I got a whole lot of rollers proper. She say, whoa, pop up, boy, you the caca. She got a whole lot of cooler, but me one topper. You know everything that I do proper.
Hey y'all, you're listening to Her Flow on Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio. Did y'all see me dancing? I be getting down, I'm just saying. So listen, if you guys missed the first part of this show, let me get this together. If you guys missed the first part of this show, you guys missed a treat because I have Dr. Pancholi from Pancholi Cosmetic Surgeries right here in Las Vegas. And I when I say world renowned, because he goes all over and he learns things so he can bring them back to Las Vegas and give them to you guys. So he can give you these gems, right? So I'm going to get into, so while we were on break, I talked about safety, right? And I'm gonna tell you about a person, but it's a personal experience. But I'm not gonna go into who. I'm just gonna go into what. So a friend of mine went to a surgeon, a plastic surgeon, to get breast done, right? And so it seemed so. When I walked in, it just seemed like cattle to me. There were girls getting BBLs and like girls just standing up with their butts in the air, and they're in and out and calling taxis and calling. I'm like, this can't be, like, you're just in and out. They were like cattle. And then the girl that I know, she actually went in and got the breast work done, breast augmentation, and within 45 minutes, she was out of there. And so that's kind of concerning to me because I know that there are safety things that people want to get these surgeries done. They want to have them done, and they just are too afraid. And not only that, and I'm going to mention this, even in the LGBTQIA community, there are trans men who want to get the top surgeries. And I want to go into that too, because I don't know if you do that or not, but I kind of want to go into that. So let's talk safety. What are some of the biggest things that you say that you do to create a safe environment?
Yeah, safety is very important to me. I've published quite a few papers on safety. We've published on blood clots. We published on anesthesia and just overall care and what you should be looking for. And I think one of the big things that should just jump out as a red flag to anybody is whenever you go to a place where it is high volume, you have, similar to the situation you described, people coming in and out and in and out and in and out. Right. In there is a compromise, and the compromise is going to be how are you watched afterwards.
Absolutely.
Whenever we do things under anesthesia, we want to make sure that you are completely awake and feeling good and talking and eating and swallowing and everything else just like you were beforehand. So that requires some ability to monitor you afterwards. More than that is you want to be able to make sure you're going into a proper surgery facility. It should look, not that people know what a proper surgery facility looks like, but I mean, it's an OR. We've all seen them on TV and that sort of thing. It's that. It's clean, it's sterile, and those sorts of things. So those are important things.
Right.
For us, what do? We have, I don't want to put people to sleep and try to figure things out. We have a board-certified anesthesiologist that comes in and takes care of everyone while they're asleep and monitors all that. We have nurses afterwards that follow them for at least an hour and make sure that everything's okay. But I think the bigger part of it is you don't want to feel rushed through your process. The moment that you feel rushed, things are getting skipped. And those are easy to see red flags.
Right. And the thing about it is, like, when you go into a surgery center, a lot of people don't. Some people do their homework, right? So they really don't know what to compare to when you talk about a clean surgery area or a surgery center. Now, when you do your surgeries, is it the same place you recover, or is there somewhere else you go to recover?
So for us, we, just like you have in a hospital, we have a place where you come in before surgery, and we do everything that you need to do. We get your height and your weight, and we just have you relaxing in a quiet room so that whenever we come in to talk to you, we want you to be relaxed. Yeah. Because if you go to sleep relaxed, then you're going to wake up relaxed.
And I just kind of want to expound on that experience, because I had that experience with you, and it was awesome. It was amazing. I think I cried that right before. I was in tears, and I was just like, I wasn't afraid, but it was just the overwhelming of why I knew I was getting it, and I was able to do that. And so I think having an atmosphere that made me feel comfortable and safe was a plus for me. And then that room that you're talking about, it's gorgeous. You go in there, and you guys, it's like a meditation room, and they kind of put you to sleep with the meditation. I can't even speak. But if you want to get that surgery done, or any surgery, this is the place to go. So I want to talk about what type of surgeries you do.
Yes. So we do almost everything from head to toe. So from facelifts to nose jobs, or getting little fat pads out in your cheek, chin implants, people that have double chins, breast surgery, liposuction, BBLs, tummy tucks, arm lifts, back lifts, thigh lifts, body lifts, all those things.
Okay, so you're just a jack of all trades when it comes to the surgeries.
Well, I'll tell you, where it really comes to is being able to really study and see the body and the way it can be, and how do we get there. And once those sorts of things start to really resonate through, you just kind of see things, and you put them together.
Okay, so what would you say is the most complicated surgery that you do?
The most tedious surgery, I would say, and I shouldn't say tedious, most meticulous surgery.
Meticulous, okay.
Yes, two of those. One is rhinoplasty, and the other is facelifts, and that's because it's perfection.
And how many bones are actually,
It's not only that, but it's just making things be what fits the person. So noses are wonderfully important to all of us, and they're rewarding to do, mostly because we see how much changing a nose really changes the face. Most people have great noses, and some people just wish they could be a little bit different. Right. But being able to just take the bump off isn't ever just taking the bump off. It's making every other part of the nose match, making it fit the face, and all of those sorts of things. So it's one of those surgeries that I really get excited to do. And one of my other additional trainings is just being trained in facial plastic surgery. So we spent quite a bit of time just focusing on the face in general.
Okay, and what would you say is the demographic of women? Are they're in their early 20s, or do you have them as old as 60, or as young as 60, you guys? As young as 60, what would you say the demographic what is?
The top range is health. It's not how old you are, because we always talk about, I want to look as good as I feel, and I want to feel as good as I look. And so that's health. If you're healthy, then you're a candidate. As far as how young you are, there's a little bit that goes into that. First, if you're an adult, that's great. When it comes to other parts of the body, for example, ears that, people feel like their ears stick out a little bit, or they want to get their nose corrected. We know that most of the development is done somewhere around, for the nose, around 16, 17. And for the ears, we like to get that done early on. So we'll have, the youngest people we treat, there's a big age gap here.
Okay.
But you'll get a 6-year-old or 7-year-old.
Oh, really?
They're getting teased in school. And so we don't, that's a big thing. We don't
Wow.
want people
Okay.
getting teased about their appearance.
Okay. And I know that a lot of times, do people come to you if they've been in accidents and things like that? They want to get.
Sure. We do get some of those patients, but primarily it's something that it's not immediately after surgery. It's something that they've had corrected and they just don't like the way it looks, and we can go and make things better from there.
Absolutely. And I want to add to that, saying that, a lot of times, again, we want to talk about fear. People are afraid, right? And they're afraid because it's something they've never done before. So, in the LGBTQIA community, because I have to bring it back to that because I have some questions about it. A few years ago, this is all new. From what I know here in Las Vegas, that they weren't doing the top surgeries for trans men. When did you start doing that, and was that an issue with you getting licensed to do it here in Las Vegas? How did that go? Because there are a lot that want to do it, and they don't know what doctor to go to.
Sure.
Okay.
So we've done top surgery, both FTM and MTF.
Okay.
I would say for at least over 7, 8 years.
Okay.
And the training for that, as far as what we're doing and why we're doing it, how we're doing it, a lot of it is knowing what our endpoint is. So, for example, if I'm going to go do MTF surgery, I know what my endpoint is. I know what I'm trying to do. I know what creates pretty breasts. And
You do?
I hope so. But with all that, it's all about how do I go and make it.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
the starting point is the starting point, but the end point is still how do I get there. So that's
Yeah,
the art of it.
Yeah.
And FTM, same thing. We want to create a solid male chest, and how is that made? So many of the principles are there. They've existed forever. How do we take those as surgeons and apply it? And I've seen. I've gone to many courses, I've taught courses, and when I've seen people do these surgeries, it's interesting because there's always something that I grab and take and say, I see what you're doing, that's good, how do I make it better?
Exactly.
And so a lot of the different things when we're doing FTM is, I've seen so many people, they just make this incision and it goes right around the side of the chest wall. Why not curve it up and make the side of the pec? And so those are things where we pride ourselves in, is saying we can do it better. We want to do it better because for everyone, I think, let me just switch subjects here just a little bit.
Okay.
And that is I want everyone to know that I think one of the important things of choosing a surgeon is understanding that we get, or hopefully your surgeon gets, that even though this may be for me every day, all day, that we get, it's not for you all day, every day.
Exactly.
And it's the maybe one experience that you're going to go put yourself out there in this vulnerable situation, go show someone what really bothers you. I mean, really bothers you. No one comes to my office just on a whim.
Right.
They've thought about it.
Okay.
They've thought about it for 6 months or a year, and they build up the courage to come in, and they're here. And it's my job to make sure that my staff and everybody that works with me understands that concept, that this is a singular moment in this person's life, and it has to be something they remember positively.
And I would say, even in saying that, it's so important that you guys do your research when it comes to your own body, because there is a healing time, correct, for this. And we're going to get back into that. We're going to talk about the healing time and talk about some more things when we come back. You guys, you're listening to Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio. You guys, if you need a cleaning company, right, I'm just saying, and we're going to get into another song, but if you need a cleaning company, you guys should go to Midwest Superb Cleaning. They're out of Allenstown, Wisconsin. Okay, Quashana Whitley. She is one of the best. You guys, I just got over being sick, so bear with me. But yes, she is one of the best. Okay, you guys listened to Perp Hayes a few minutes ago, and I'm gonna play some more of him because you guys, he's hot. He's over in Chicago. They're playing him in Texas. He is hot, so I'm gonna play him again. This is Perp Hayes, y'all. Hey y'all, this is The Flow on Hot 702.5 FM. Y'all, I got a new music alert. Young Steady and Purple Haze. Y'all can listen to them right here at Hot 702.5 FM. But not only that, you can find them on every streaming app. Listen, y'all don't even have to wait. I'm about to play them right now.
This liquor got me feeling myself. Yeah. Yeah. They all wanna ride, they don't wanna lose. They all wanna ride, they don't wanna lose. Baby, come and roll with a champion. You know you wanna ride with a champion. They all wanna ride, they don't wanna lose. They all wanna ride, they don't wanna lose. Baby, come and roll with a champion. You know you wanna ride with a champion. It's all on me, and it's all on you. You know what we do. We gon' win times two. We get in the bed, you through. I got you wet like soup. Real deal, no fluke. You already know the scoop. No, I'm nothing like them other dealers. Nothing like them other niggas. Yes, you gon' win with me, baby. That's how we see. I'm off the Patron. It's time to go home. Wanna hear you screaming alone. Love Jones. I know you wanna ride on your team. Come roll with me. I'll show you how to get this green. Keep it chill, nothing between me and you. I got a deal on the lean, so let's take off the scene. Yeah, we can roll, we can get high. Got a spot, let's swing by. Roll it up, take a puff. We don't give a fuck, we run our money up. They all wanna ride, they don't wanna lose. They all wanna ride, they don't wanna lose. Baby, come and roll with a champion. You know you wanna ride with a champion. They all wanna ride, they don't wanna lose. They all wanna ride, they don't wanna lose. Baby, come and roll with a champion. You know you wanna ride with a champion. If you choose wisely, you can never lose. Something like the Isley, put you in the groove, put you in twos. Bring your friend along, we can team up. Nobody wanna be alone in this cold world. It's you and me, girl. We can take it across the world. Fly to Mars, cause you know that we stars. They losing, baby, while we running up the score. I love the way we ride, how the fuck we roll. They looking at us crazy like we don't know. But that's just jealousy, it come from being a hoe. We love getting money, that's all we fucking know. We sink the bullshit, it'll never flow. We winning over here, you can see the score. Championship, me and my bitch all the way. Going, gone. Stopping us, no way. They all wanna ride, they don't wanna lose. They all wanna ride, they don't wanna lose. Baby, come and roll with a champion. You know you wanna ride with a champion. They all wanna ride, they don't wanna lose. They all wanna ride, they don't wanna lose. Baby, come and roll with a champion. You know you wanna ride with a champion.
We're gonna play another song. It's cool. We're gonna play another song. Yeah, we're gonna play another song, you guys. We'll be back.
Yeah, I'm back home. You is too. That's what we wait for.
Whoa, whoa, this I'm different. I know I've been missing. Hard, cold, I can't feel it. So gone, come with me. Whoa, this I'm different. I know I've been missing. Hard, cold, I can't feel it. So
feel. Guard up still, no trust no more. Jeep or the Beamer, switching 4 lanes. Top down, yelling out, money ain't a thing. And you telling me, please don't change. With the lights and the fame, will I still remain? Who knows? I've been trying to find purpose, so feel real. No matter how many plaques and award shows, and all the folks you feed from the first meal. I could get caught in the madness. Fake love, fake handshakes, and fake ashes. Broad day cameras flashing, no manners. All the eyes it brings, then it fades to blackness. You can't even make up your mind. I can't be wasting no time. 6 a.m. I'm up and wide. Pop told me can't show you time. I've been on my shit since young. Blacked out, then came back like Sean. Pushed off and kicked out like Lou. Big time and cashed out like Stun.
Whoa, whoa, there's something different. I know I've been missing. Hard, cold, I can't feel it. So gone, come with me. Whoa, there's something different. I know I've been missing. Hard, cold, I can't feel it. So gone, come with me.
You ain't never see this coming. All these folk be frontin'. So when you get the real and you judge it by the feel. Guard up still, no trust no more. Jeep or the Beamer, switching 4 lanes. Top down, yelling out, money ain't a thing. And you telling me, please don't change. With the lights and the fame, will I still remain? I don't know, but I do know one thing for sure. It's something different. It's something different.
Hey. Hey. Okay, you guys, I am back. You are listening to The Flow, and I am Her Flow on Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio. You guys, I want to just say this. Go out and vote because it's really, really important. Go out and vote. You guys, November 5th. I don't care who you vote for. That's your choice. But make your voice count and go out and vote, okay? That's my little speech to you right now. So we're going to get back into the topic. We're talking about cosmetic surgery, right? And we have the world-renowned Dr. Pancholi of Pancholi Cosmetic Surgery. And now he's not just a regular doctor. He goes out and find out what the scoop is in innovation. And so we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about some of the new things that are happening in innovation, and I'm going to let him take over because he's the man of the hour. So tell me about it. Okay, before we go into that, I want to talk about your long-term relationships after your clients have come in and they've gotten done, and they're looking good, and they're walking out, they're feeling comfortable. What is the relationship after that with you?
I think I hope the relationship is fantastic and they feel comfortable coming back and really not that we want to think of it as maintenance, but it really is whenever people go and they say, hey, I would like to go and, see how do I go and make my face look a little bit more refreshed. I feel
right.
Not, I went through a rough time and how do I get this better or how do I get that better? Or if life changes and you have kids or you have this or you have that. And all of that it's a wonderful thing for me because we know where we've been and it's a very easy connection to make. And a lot of what I do is making connections with patients. It's a fun part of my job. And, and you may have experienced some of it, but I like talking to people and I like letting them know that I'm focused on them and their life. It's fun it's a great part of my job.
Yeah, and I will say I have personal experience with Dr. Pancholi, and actually I didn't even know that doctors called you after the surgery at night. Like I was asleep and I'm like, who's on the phone? The doctor, Dr. Pancholi? Oh, okay. My doctor's calling me. And it was just such a great experience because who would think that, because doctors, they're busy, right? But he has such a personal experience and so he's very appreciated. And so I want to go into post-surgery care, right? Some of the things that you need to do before the surgery, some of the things you need to do after the surgery to ensure, because you have to be involved in your own self-care, right? So tell me some of the things that you would say.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. It's a huge thing, and I think one of the biggest things that people either have success with or they don't is support. And you would think that would be there from the get-go. And there's a lot of rah-rah coming in.
Right.
Everybody's there and supportive and so forth. But one of the tough things is recovery.
Right.
So let's go back to preparing.
Okay, let's
Preparing's
go to
easy.
preparing.
You
Mhm.
got to get healthy.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? If you've been eating poorly, eat right, eat protein, your body needs it, hydrate yourself. If you're around people that smoke or anything like that, get around some clean air because all of those things help in healing. Afterwards, one of the things that we emphasize is it's a whole program called Enhanced Recovery After Surgery.
Enhanced recovery after surgery.
Enhanced recovery
Okay,
after
got
surgery.
it. Okay.
And there's a lot of different elements that go through it. It's in the literature and it's evidence-based, and we employ all of those techniques in what we do. So there's a reason that hopefully our patients come out of surgery feeling less pain, feeling less nauseated, getting back to eating sooner
Right.
and really recovering sooner. All of that said, the tough part really for people is emotion.
It
And
is.
It is because
It's
if
big.
you've ever been in the hospital or just been sick and you don't necessarily need all the pity, but you need some help. And when you don't get
Yeah.
that help,
Yeah.
man, you can go to a bad place. And so with recovery, that's where the support is. Do you have people around that understand that for about a week or so, you need help, you need the support, and it's not will you do everything for me, but emotionally, are you there?
Right. Are you
for
there
them?
for me? Right.
So we've seen, I guess, relationships that may have been shaky break during this time because people demand help,
Right.
and
right.
they
It was probably shaky before that, but okay.
well, right, but it gets exposed, right? So
Yeah,
it gets
yeah.
exposed during
Yeah,
that time.
yeah.
And you also see, on the other hand, you see these superstar partners show up
Right,
too, where
right.
they really go in and they get a home run
Mm-hmm.
every time, and it just builds so much more of a stronger relationship between them through this part. And that's a big part of it. Is if you
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
can have the right support system through these things, it's powerful. And without
Right.
it, you really question what you did and
Exactly.
why you did it, and
exactly.
was this worth it?
Exactly. Just because of the emotional support.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it takes about 2 or 3 months to really kind of get back to where you were and go talk to the people that were supposed to help you and say, all right, I forgive you. I get it that for most of them, it's awkward being around someone that needs help if you're not ready to give it.
Exactly, exactly. And I would say, too, make sure that you have the financial stability, because there are going to be times that you're going to have to be off of work. So that's going to be important, and having that supporting person, whether they're a partner or a family member or whatever. So I actually want to talk about, I'm going to kind of shift the conversation a little bit, and we're going to talk about innovations,
Yes.
because I watch a lot of medical stuff.
Yes.
I'm a YouTube learner, you guys. But anyway, I watch, and I used to work in the hospital, too. I ran a clinic for a while. So I want to ask you this. What are some of the innovations that you've seen over a span of time over the last few years that you could say, oh, wow, I never thought they would come up with this, or I came up with this, or I made this better?
Yes. It's interesting because there's only so many things we can do.
Right,
The
right,
innovations are how we do it. One of the really interesting things that's kind of come into my practice is the ability to tighten skin. And so what does that even mean? So some people will have this issue, pregnancy, or they go and maybe they want to get a little bit thinner, and we go and do some liposuction. And we're like, well, what about, it seems like there's a lot of skin. What's going to
Right,
happen?
right. Or people that lose weight.
People that lose
Yeah,
weight.
yeah.
How do we go and get that skin tighter? And so the technology is called Renuvion, and I'm not trying to plug them. I'm actually think
Right.
it's a good technology.
Okay.
And I can say that I'm very conservative as far as hopping into the ring with any of these things. A lot of times, unfortunately, it's the same thing repackaged under a different name. You just wait a little bit longer, and here it is again. Is it better? Not often. This was something different, and it's something new. So what it does is that you have the skin, and you have underskin, fat, underneath fat, muscle. When you remove the fat, there's these little fibers that are left that connect essentially the skin to the muscles. So
Okay.
that's why your skin doesn't start sliding all over
Right,
the place.
right.
But when that fat's removed, now we no longer have kind of structure in between there. The skin can move more.
Right.
So the technology goes in and takes those little fibers and it shrinks them. And it makes the
Wow.
distance between the skin and the
That's
muscle
amazing.
smaller, shorter, and now if you feel like everything was really stretchy before, now it's tighter. And so that's just a really nice thing to actually feel like we've gotten somewhere.
I'm so amazed about this. And listen, ladies and men, we're gonna go into that. If you guys are still trying to get a healed girl summer, a hot girl summer, a hot boy summer, whatever you're trying to get, I'm telling you, you guys, I'm pitching this because I have personal experience, but you guys got to call Dr. Pancholi. You mentioned something before about protein and eating protein. And I kind of wanted to kind of go back to that and say, why is it so important to have that diet and eating protein?
Yes. We're all familiar with working out, and everybody's in the gym, and there's protein and protein and protein and diets with protein. And what does all that mean? When we're doing surgery, when we're working out, the body needs to recover. And what does it use to recover? Protein. When we're doing surgery, your body's still getting that workout. You're just asleep while it's happening.
Right.
So all of this repair work, whether it's something that's getting repaired because you were at the gym or something that's getting repaired because you had surgery or any other illness, that's what it uses. And so properly having protein on hand, I mean, your body will, it's like going into Home Depot and taking all the supplies right off the shelf. That's what it wants. Anything else that it has to go and try to convert it into what it wants. Right. So it's an important part of recovery, and it's an important part of enhanced recovery.
Yeah, it's a lot to it, and you really have to be. How many months would you say before you actually went in to get surgery? How many months before that would you say, hey, listen, it's time, you got to do this, and this?
Yeah. Really what we want is 1 month of really having everything checked out. You're living a proper lifestyle, healthy, everything
Blood
else. Blood work, all of that stuff. Getting all of that done will truly help you come out the other side in a positive way.
Right. And my thing is, I want people to really, this show is about education. So if you didn't know anything about cosmetic surgery before, you definitely will have learned something by the time. We probably got about 10 more minutes, but you guys, I still got questions, so we're going to move on with this. We're going to talk about your page, the innovation. I want to go back to the skin tightening. Okay. Can you do all areas at one time, or is there like, okay, we're going to do this area, we're going to do this area? How does that work?
Yeah, so one of the things that we want to do is shape the body, and we most oftentimes use this after liposuction. Okay. Because that's how we get the fibers exposed, and we're able to, you can't shrink the skin back if it's on a layer that's pushing it out. Right? Okay. So one of my favorite things to do is liposuction. There's technology there. And the technology is the way that we go and really shape the body. When you see people that go from one figure to a completely different figure, and you're looking at that going, how did that happen? That's the art of liposuction. It's sculpting with essentially fat. You get a big piece of stone and you start chipping away things till you get something. It's the same thing that we get to do with fat. So it's one of my favorite things because you truly get to go and optimize what that person's body can be. After that, having the tool of being able to shrink the skin down to match, that's where we really get to make some dramatic changes, because now the skin gets to snap down to where it needs to be. Right. So truly snatched.
Snatch. You guys hear that? Snatch. That's the new word too. And this is the thing. We're gonna talk about BBLs really, really quick, and then I'm gonna play one song, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna close out, if that's okay with you. Great. Okay. This has been I'm loving this. So you guys, this is the flow, right? And we're going to talk about BBLs. Before we get off, I know you guys are still asking some questions. So let's talk about BBLs real quick, right? And then we're going to go to one song, and then we're going to come back, right? Perfect. What are the dangers of BBLs? And I know, 'cause to me, it seems like a new fad. Like it's like a new, not I'm going to say fad, right? I'm just going to say a new concept. Let's say concept. Because back in the day when we didn't have that stuff, we just had to be happy with what we had and exercise and all that kind of stuff. When did BBLs become a popular thing, and are they safe, and what do you have to do before and after?
Yeah, you go back and you go find a Kardashian and you see when they brought it in, and that's when it blew up. But I think BBLs went through quite a big up and down. The biggest part was when you started getting all of these clinics, and they were truly focused on essentially making a big butt.
Right.
That's what BBLs were in the beginning, and so
was it the Jennifer Lopez, Kim Kardashian thing? I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
J-Lo was part of it, and I don't think she was part of it. She just got named in it, like somewhere someone stole her and said, "How about that look?" Yeah.
And
so a lot of this is a look that people wanted, and I think somewhere in there it got a bit cartoonish, and it definitely lost the artistic element of it. Really.
You say cartoonish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cartoonish. Because it was like Mr. Potato Head. People were just coming out, and they had these really skinny tops and legs, and they just had these backsides that didn't fit them.
Yeah, I've seen that actually. I don't know if that was the old method and people are now getting the new method done.
I don't know if it's an old or a new method. It's I would say a unsophisticated method.
Okay.
And when you go and you find places that oftentimes can be one of these mills where you're saying, why is it so busy and why are people turning out so fast? There's some element of what kind of look are you trying to
get? Exactly. And so we're going to come back because you got to come back to the show. Like, there's so much to talk about. We haven't even touched the iceberg. There's so many more questions that I want to ask you. So what we're going to do right now, you guys, I talked about voting earlier, and this is every year is a very important election year, but this especially because guess what? A lot of things are on the line, and whoever you're voting for, make sure your vote counts. We're going to come back. I am Her Flo, and you're listening to The Flow. We're going to play a couple more songs, and guess what, you guys? We're going to come back and wrap it up. Thank you for listening.
Cause I'm nice with it. Pineapple fried rice with it. Cause I'm nice with it. Pineapple fried rice with it.
I'ma go get what I want cause I need it. JBB is a goat and I mean it. If I see a DM, I delete it. Got a lot of tan, bitch, you looking like I cheese it. Yeah, hop up my C-stick. Work hard, no, I'm never gonna cool down. Tell Pam what the critics gon' do now. Bitch, your goofy ass back to Toontown. I got big souls and big roles and big goals. I eat out of a big bowl. What? I thought you used to hate me. Album just dropped and now you wanna date me? Just wait till the next one. Y'all thought this was gonna be the best one? Too steezy, nah, you kidding me? JVB, no hands to infinity.
Cause I'm nice with it. Pineapple fried rice with it. Cause I'm nice with it. Pineapple fried rice with it.
I'ma do me and you do you. Beat so cold, I'ma catch the flu. Menace with the moves, hit you with the 1-2. Off the top rope with the Ric Flair woo. Run it up, count it up, stock it up, yup. I don't mean money, I mean stack cup. I'm a pro with the games, better stay in your lane. Make it disappear like I'm David Blaine. Tech deck pro and a master showman. One day I'ma have dinner with Conan. Then I'll go on a date with Caesar. Lay down my boom by the RZA. Been smooth like velvet. Dance moves on Elvis. Hip move, sassy pelvis. Stanky leg, I know you smell this.
Cause I'm nice with it. Pineapple fried rice with it. Cause I'm nice with it. Pineapple fried rice with it.
Hey y'all, pineapple fried rice with it. Pineapple fried rice with it. I love that song, you guys. That is Joey Valance and Bray. I really love that song. So we're gonna come back. We're wrapping it up, and I really hope you guys learned something. And I really hope that you have chosen the cosmetic surgery for you, because he's there, right? So let's talk about, behind every great man, there's a team, right? So we're going to talk about your team and what you have to do. Tell me about your team, and then we're going to close out, and I'm going to tell people how to reach you. So really quick, we got about 2 minutes. Sure. Tell me about your team.
We got a wonderful team, and the biggest part of them is that they've all been hand-selected for all the skills and just the personalities that they have.
Okay,
we do a lot of education, and we have our patient care coordinator, Tiffany.
She's wonderful.
Job.
She's awesome.
Yep.
Yes, Tiffany.
We got our nurse, Lindsay, and our MA, Carrie, and we also have our patient concierge, Kella, and they all work great. We have Natalie, our esthetician. These are all fantastic people, but the biggest part about it is all of them understand what we're trying to do and who we're trying to do it for, and it's for everyone else. And they get that.
That's what's up. I'm so glad to have had Dr. Pancholi on the show. This was an awesome, amazing show. You guys make sure you share. And you're listening to Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio. You guys, the way you can reach him is at drpancholi.com if you go to the website, right? And then if you want to call, it's going to be 702-363-0240. I hope you guys got that. And if you didn't, you can press rewind on YouTube. And you can also go to Facebook. You can download us on your Android. We are on Alexa. Just say, Alexa, download the Hot 702.5 app. And guess what? You can find us there. We're everywhere, just like Dr. Pancholi. So thank you for being on the flow. And I am her Flo, you guys. Have a good evening. Join me on TikTok.